Hey, this is Chef Christine and Chef Dennis. After our savory keto waffles yesterday, we thought a dessert waffle would be nice. So we're going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to make a really nice keto fruit waffle and a little bit of a frozen sweet treat to go on top of that. Totally keto friendly and very refreshing in weather like this. So what I've got here, 5 ounces of coconut milk. Here we've got 1 medium peach that Dennis diced.
If you see some cats walking around, just ignore the cats behind the curtain.
This production staff is
they're
everywhere.
They're observing us to make sure we're doing everything correctly.
But they'll probably scatter when I do this. So, it's not all the way puree. There'll be a few peach chunks in there, but that is our fruit and coconut milk portion of that. All right, we've got half a stick of pasture butter, unsalted. The trick to making a fat bomb / keto-ish ice cream, you need to get your fats in there and you need to fluff them up. So that's what we're doing. And I'm mixing with that to give it a little body. This is unsweetened, smooth sunflower butter. This is actually monk fruit powdered sugar. So it is carb-free, sugar-free monk fruit made into a powdered sugar form, much like confectioner's sugar to make icing. So we're tossing that in there to give this some sweetness. And I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of cardamom. We love our cardamom. And motor. And nice and light and fluffy here. To that, we're going to add our coconut milk and some of our peach. There will be chunks of the peach in there. It's important with these types of things that you go in layers and you go in steps. You don't want to do it all at once. So I believe in using thirds. So we did 1/3. There's another third. And get the last of the last third out there. One more time. We've aerated it, and I'm not going to use an ice cream freezer. I'm using a thinner brownie tray here, nice non-stick.
We're doing a simple style.
When it's hot, kids, you find ways to keep it simple. This will be able to be cut into squares, scooped, a few different things. I mean, seriously, this is all there is to that. But I am going to get this into the freezer. Okay, so we're back making a chaffle. This time the cheese involved is going to be full-fat, lactose-free cream cheese. And that's going to hold it together. Because of the more liquidy properties of the cream cheese, I've actually balanced it out with a little bit more psyllium husk, a couple different types of ground nuts. We're adding finely ground pistachio to this one, as that is a house favorite. I've got some raspberry puree, and we're going to start out with beating these eggs. You've been here before, so without any more ado. What we're looking for is texture. We want an end product that's going to have a crisp outside, a non-eggy inside, and plenty of flavor. So, here we go. This time, I'm going to use a bit of coconut spray. Keep it more in the sweet family.
Make sure you spray real well when you're doing these. Even in a non-stick. You just, why take the chance?
Exactly. And sizzle.
Sizzle it like
And let's say bye-bye to them for a little bit.
You're looking at 4 or 5 minutes, and it's going to signal us, and we're going to check them to make sure that it's fine. We'll see you then. Okay, we're back to finish everything up. I have some warm water here with an ice cream scoop. We're going to try to roll this out so you can see how that works.
It's funny, a little bit of warm water, you'll see it in ice cream shops.
Just like that.
Loosens it up, lets it flow.
And we'll put that right on here. Back into the warm water. And
We're actually pretty surprised with how quickly this iced portion freezes, it froze up very quickly.
And one more.
And the reason you're seeing 3 waffles is because I got the bright idea to put one in the toaster. I don't advise putting these in the toaster. These savory ones work beautifully. This one sort of melted down into the toaster, and I got to spend 10 minutes digging it all out and having fun, unplugged of course, but...
I would have done this with 3 anyhow because I like odd numbers.
I
when
do
it comes
too.
To food.
Yeah, I really do. I like a plating with odd numbers. I like triangles, angles like
Why?
that.
I don't know. I think it's more appealing to a lot of people.
I also like the idea of one for each and another to split. So there is that. So your raspberry cream cheese waffle.
Now we took the rest of the raspberry puree for the fresh raspberries, added vanilla to it, a little bit more monk fruit, and squeezed some fresh lime into it. And I'm going to use that to drizzle over the top here.
With fruit and keto, you're limited on what you can have per day. This works out, well, it'll end up being, if you're on keto doing it seriously, here are your carbs for the day. But for a treat, this is actually going to keep you on track. You've got your good fats, lower carb because of the fruit chosen and the amount we used, and no sugar.
And there's your dessert, there's your breakfast. There's whatever you want it to be. You want it to be a midnight snack? As long as you have room for it in the diet, then you're fine.
We're going to finish this off with a tiny bit. I'm going to sneak around here. Pull that a little closer for me, honey.
Of course I will.
There we go. So we get all nice. That ground pistachio left over.
Of course we're nice, because we're sitting there looking at a dessert.
Yeah, that sort of...
A dessert that's actually... Can you put a little bit more on there?
Of course I can. It's pistachio. Indulge us. We use our favorites all the time. Go.
So that's it? That's
Dessert
it.
for 2.
So what?
And
The
a half.
waffle is what, Christine?
Waffle is cream cheese, raspberry, pistachio, and almond.
I'm sorry, the chaffle.
The chaffle, the cream cheese, raspberry, almond and pistachio, and we've got a coconut, cardamom, peach ice cream to go on top with a fresh raspberry puree, lime juice, vanilla, and a little bit of monk fruit to give it that sweet spot.
And last but not least,
Topped off with ground pistachio.
of course, and why not? So there we go. You can see that, and we are finished.
Have a great night, and we're having dessert.
Absolutely. Bye-bye now.
Talk to you soon.